Explain this mask.
It's very simple. It's really a privacy thing. Like my initial idea for the mask, I want to be able to go out and drink with my family or, spend time like with my loved ones and not be bothered. So that's kind of where the whole mask idea and concept came from. It's really weird. Like it originally started like as a hockey mask, and I just wanted like a back plate because I didn't want my head to stick out like while I was performing because shit's lame. So I went on this search to actually get the mask done, and nobody could do it. So like I had to go to this guy's name is Jose Fernandez. He's super dope. And he actually works and makes all like the Marvel costumes, Batman, Superman, any of your favorite superheroes, he probably made it. And he gave me a quote for the mask, and I was like, I mean, I could afford it. It was just weird. I was like, nah, I ain't trying to pay that. And he just kind of gave me the like, oh, okay. But he already knew that I would have to come back to him because nobody else could do it. So I eventually ended up coming back to him. But it all started, I mean, just me want to go out and have privacy with my family instead of somebody, running up on me, eating dinner and try to ask for an autograph or, I want to still be a normal person with my family and my friends. So that's where the concept of the mask came from.
So it's not for clout. This is not for to make you stand out among other rappers by having this mask.
No, not at all. I mean, because at the end of the day, like, where I'm from, like, people still know how I look. Like, my face is my face. If you know who I am, then you know who I am. I'm not going to switch up or change on you or anything like that. It's just, for those who don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I go eat with my family and my friends, like, I want to be able to have a real meal without somebody bothering us. Because when you become successful, I mean, it's no point of being successful if you can't enjoy it. So I really want to take my mother out to eat, take my friends out to eat, take my wife out to eat. You know what I'm saying? Take my people out to eat. So, you know what I'm saying? I just want to be able to have my little piece of privacy, even though I'm an entertainer.
So no one's ever seen you unmasked publicly?
I mean, not unless it's somebody that, I went to school with or grew up with. And, people know who I am, but for those that don't know or never interact with me, they don't know what I look like at all.
Has it ever come out, have people that you know that went to school with you put it out like, here's his real face. This is who's behind the mask. Have you been unmasked?
Nah, not yet actually, but I mean, I've actually caught hate behind it from like people that I was really close with. Like you said, they thought it was like a clout move or like a gimmick or something like that. And I was like, nah, bro, like this just, like what the crazy part is, they didn't even give me a chance to explain it. They just say, oh man, this is crazy, this is weird, you're just doing this. And I'm like, well, bro, this is how I express my art. This is how I want to, you know what I'm saying, present myself as an artist. So, I mean, if you don't like what I'm doing, I really don't know what to tell you, bro. I'm a grown man. I do what I want to. And you ain't helping pay my bills. I really don't give a damn what you got to say anyway.
Now, have you been like this from the very beginning? Always had a mask?
No, actually. I mean, when I first started music, I've been in this game for a long time, but I mean, this is just kind of my first official time, like really, you know what I'm saying, taking it seriously, like actually doing marketing, being real into it, and you know what I'm saying, presenting projects and things of that nature. But I mean, I rapped before, like, just with no mask. But I mean, this is my first presentation as far as, you know what I'm saying, like giving a whole image.
Were you inspired by other rappers that have had masks in the past?
Actually, I wouldn't say rappers, but artists, yeah. Like, I kind of like the Daft Punk effect, like, nobody knew who they really were, but like you like them. Even The Weeknd, like for a long time, people used to think The Weeknd was a band, but it was just one person. But he didn't really reveal his image. He didn't do interviews, and that's also another good point. Like, don't get me wrong, sex sells and that's cool and all, but like my music, do you like my music? Do you fuck with my music for it, or is this because of the way I look or because of the way I dress or whatever? If you fuck with my music and you fuck with me for what I do, then just fuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
Now, you said this started out as a hockey mask at first?
Yeah, man, it looks cool as a hockey mask, but like as a stage performance type of thing, it's pretty shitty, I'm not gonna lie.
We're talking about like the Jason mask, that hockey mask?
Nah, it wasn't. Oh. It wasn't that. It was actually like a airsoft paintball mask.
Oh.
And like it's something that you can like. I mean, anybody can find it online. So that was the beginning of my concept. But I got with the creator, like I said, Jose Fernandez, and we kind of worked back and forth, and we made it something personal, something our own.
How did you find him?
Man, on the internet. The internet is a beast, man. It's more than just finding cute cat videos and shit online and doing bullshit. Like I said, when I typed in like custom plastics, and like I really thought about, like I really got in depth when I was trying to make this. And so like, man, I searched everybody. Like I searched who actually made the Daft Punk mask.
Oh.
And he actually did make theirs, the second edition. But like, man, I really went through a real search because, I mean, aside from music, like I got lost in just developing the mask. Aside from music, just like it came to a point where like I stopped recording. I was just like, damn, I really gotta get this mask made. So I found him on the internet. I looked up his work. I researched him. I mean, this dude's been putting on since like maybe even before, but for sure, early 90s, late 80s. I mean, he's been in the game for a long time, so he's all the way 100% legit.
He lives in your city?
No, he's actually he's from LA. He's from LA.
So go ahead.
Yeah, I had to actually fly out, and it's a process. Like I actually had to get my head laser scanned, and then he takes the scan of your head, and like they have to get it right. Like I have a beard, so like I had to hold my beard, and they had to do all these crazy things just to get like the real shape of my head. Then they take the mold, and they 3D print it, and then he starts making kind of the design for the helmet. And he 3D prints it, but then he goes back and he hand sculpts it, and he kind of makes it like he makes it imperfect on purpose. So it looks like the mask is not perfect on purpose. He makes it like custom made to look like it's been through damage, or like somebody like it's my face, like it's been worn a lot of time, like it's battle tested. So it's just a super dope process.
Now, who designed the aesthetic of the mask? Obviously, he's sculpting and doing that part, but like we see the stars, we see like a tear or stripes or the coloring. Who came up with that?
Well, it was a joint effort. Like I said, I mean, Jose obviously did all like the hands-on work. As far as the aesthetics of it, the mask that I originally bought, the airsoft mask, it kind of had that stars and stripes feel to it anyway.
Okay.
And it already went with my name. Like even before I got this mask, like my name was already DRussellAmerica on Twitter, DRussellAmerica on Instagram. Like I already had that name. So I built around my name and the concept along with the mask. It was just like all one big process, and everything just like it like fell in line like over time.
As far as the mask that we see today, is there like any significance of why it's 3 stars and why it's like that we see in the very front, or why it's 3 stripes or things of that nature, or is that just coincidence?
Nah, not at all. I mean, it's like like I said, the original mask that we had, we kind of just played off the original design. We didn't want to copy it and make it exactly the same because that was lame. Like we figured if we were gonna put that much time and that much effort into creating a mask, then we were gonna make it our own. The original one, it was actually like a darker gray color. Like, matter of fact, what's so funny, if you look at my music video, Reminiscing, you can see the original mask, and we used it on one of our child actors, and like that's the original mask that I had, and you can see like the improvement on it that we made from that. So like it's actually, you can see the actual mask that we started with to how we came to this concept and idea.
Now, from start to finish, how long did this take? From the time you contacted him to you finally getting the suitcase and and did you get it mailed to you, or did you actually get it physically from him?
Yeah, nah.
The final product.
He actually sent it to me. Like he wanted me to actually fly back to LA, but I was just so like busy, like actually doing like music and working on my label, like. The paperwork side of it, the business side of it, and I was like, man, I don't know if I can catch a flight right now. Like, I'm more than willing to come out there, but it's just, and he was kind of excited. He was like, man, he was like, you know what? I'll mail it to you. Try it on. Let me know how it fits. Let me know if you like it. And if it doesn't work, then just send it back and we can make the minor adjustments that need to be. But I mean, he showed me the mask through pictures and video, like before he even sent it. So I was like, oh, like when I saw that, oh shit, that's fresh. Like that's what I want. But we actually tried it on, and initially when I got it, the head sizing was just like it was like just a smidge too small. Like when I blink, my eyelashes were actually like touching the mask. It was like weird. I mean, I really can't explain it unless you put it on, but like he just adjusted it by probably like millimeters, and now it's perfect. But the whole process, it was really probably like a 6 to 8 week process.
Okay.
And I mean, I felt lucky, like, you know what I'm saying, I even got it that fast, because like I said, I mean, this dude, as quiet as it's kept, like, he's a boss, like, in the movie world. Like, you gotta think, I can't say everything that he works on, because I'm sure the disclosure, but I mean, like, he makes anything that you see, like, with a fucking superhero or, like, some cool-ass design, 80 to 88% of the time, he's probably the one that made that shit.
This mask doesn't look like your typical Halloween mask.
Nah.
It looks very professional.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is this movie quality?
Yeah. I could be in a goddamn Avengers movie. For sure. I mean, it's the exact same thing. Like, you saw the Black Panther, you saw Spider-Man, it's the same shit.
Now, how many of these do you have?
One. Now, I do have prototypes and different color arrangements, but this is the only one that I have right now. So, like, I'm thinking, I kind of want to go through a retiring process with a mask. So, like, I may have this color scheme, and like I said, maybe after 1 or 2 tours, or just kind of when I feel like, and it's really about a personal preference. Like, whenever I feel like changing my mask up, like, I at least have probably 8 to 12 different designs or like color schemes that I can just switch to and just get like, all right, give me another one.
I see. So this is not forever.
Nah. We're probably gonna make my mask like Jordans. We're probably gonna go retro style. So this is mask number 1. In a couple of years, I might bring it back and be like, oh shit, mask number 1 is back.
Now, do you already have ideas for the next mask?
Absolutely.
Okay, you do.
Absolutely. I mean, I have them like in my Google Docs, like different color, like they're already set like different color schemes and color patterns. Like, it's at this point, I mean, I already have the mold for my head. I've already been designed for. Like, at this point, like, I can literally just call and say, hey, take design number 3, make that, and they can send it to me. It's already done. It's just a matter of a phone call. So
we're gonna keep the same star, everything. It's just the coloring would be different.
It's kind of like the Iron Man thing. Like, my suits, like my head, like my helmet may be, like you said, it's this color right now, but it may only be 2 stars. This mask might be all white, 1 red star. Like, it might be, it's different. It's kind of like war paint or face paint. Like, I can change it how I want to.
Never lost the mask?
No. Ain't losing it. Never.
Not even close?
It ain't coming off. This is my head. It ain't going nowhere. This is my head. Like, this is not something like, but that's the whole concept. Like, you can't take this off my head. If you try to pull this off, like, my head coming with it. And I'm definitely not letting you take my head, so the mask ain't going nowhere.
Never had it stolen?
Ain't gonna be stolen.
Now, I saw you walk in here with the mask in the box.
Right.
And it's a huge suitcase.
Right.
Just for this. Can you explain that part?
Yeah, I mean,
we have it off camera so we can't see it, but
absolutely.
It almost looks like a piece of like band equipment.
Yeah.
Like if somebody had, guitar or something like that, and how it customly fits in there. I mean, it's a big piece of it. Almost looks like it's bulletproof too.
Yeah, it possibly is. I'm not gonna tell them. I mean, if they want to shoot at it, probably bullets probably bounce off, but we're not gonna tell them that. But yeah, I mean, it's a custom case. Like, it's I mean, the helmet fits in the case perfectly. Like, everything is custom. The case is custom for the helmet. It's not like I just throw it in a box and it just rattles around like when I travel. Like, when I put it in, it's plush. It belongs there. So yeah, I mean, everything that I did, like I said, man, I put so much detail into this mask. Everything was custom. I really got lost in making the mask just as much as I get lost in music. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was actually a creative process for me.
You flew here for the interview.
Absolutely.
So with this big giant custom suitcase for it, Are you using this as carry-on? Are you?
Yeah, I carry it on.
Okay.
Man, you know what? I fly. What's so funny about it, Smallz? I fly all the time with it. I've only been stopped once in the airport. Like, and like I said, I have like regular baggage that I check and put under the plane. But like when I fly with that, I carry it on every time. I've only been stopped once, and it was like so weird. It was like the lady from TSA, she stopped it, and she was like, "Is this a mask?" I was like, "Yeah," and she called her supervisor, and he asked me the same. He was like, "Is this a mask?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "What is it for?" Like they just wanted to make sure I wasn't like gonna hijack a plane or be a terrorist or anything like that. I was like, "Oh, it's for work." He's like, "All right, go ahead." That was it. Like I only been stopped once. I flew like several times with the shit. It's crazy.
Now, usually when people fly, their most important or their most personal object, they use that for carry-on. Might be a laptop, stuff in a backpack, could be jewelry in that backpack or money in that. You know, people take what's most important or they value so it never gets lost, you know, onto the plane. So I guess for you, that would be the mask.
Absolutely.
Clothes and all that stuff that you don't care if it gets lost or not.
I mean, I pack light anyway. Like most of the time when I go somewhere, like I will wear like an outfit or you know what I'm saying, like clothes I have from home. But like most of the time when I go somewhere, I shop when I get there anyway. Just honestly, like, and jewelry, like most of the jewelry that I have, like I wear it even. I'm not even a big jewelry guy. I mean, like it's cool to have, but like I put my money in assets, not personal shit. Like I buy houses, I buy cars, I buy shit like that, like jewelry. And don't get me wrong, I love jewelry. It looks cool, but like I'm really minimal. Like even if you look at it, like, I'm minimal on jewelry, and it's not because of lack of finances or money thing. Like I just, you know what I'm saying, like. People, like, who am I buying jewelry for? People that don't wear big chains, like, and I understand, like, the aspect of it. Sometimes, like, when you wear big shiny chains and shit like that, people take you more seriously. But that's not me. Like, I'm going to buy some shit that's going to make me more money. I'll buy a house and flip a house before I go buy a $250,000 chain. But that's just me personally.
Now, you can see fine with this mask on?
Perfectly. The camera's right there.
And you can breathe fine with the mask on?
Perfectly.
It does get hot, though.
I thought that when I first got it, but it's really, really not as bad as I thought it would be. The only sucky part about wearing this is trying to eat or drink. So, like, the first night I actually wore it out, we went to the club with Rae Sremmurd. And I ordered like 3 bottles of Hennessy. And like I just thank God that I was smart enough. I was like, man, it's gonna be like hard as like I wanna look cool, but you know what I'm saying, and brand my image, but I still wanna like have fucking fun. So I brought like a fucking like big ass straw with me to the club. Like my manager had to hold my fucking straw. Like I'm talking about I'm drinking like Hennessy out of a fucking straw in the club. And everybody's like, bro, how are you gonna turn up with this? Bro, I dropped the fucking straw in there, drunk my goddamn Hennessy from a straw.
Did Rae Sremmurd see you doing this?
Hell yeah. Yeah, we took pictures the whole night. It was actually, which is some bullshit, man. I hate that shit happened to him. It was actually the night Sway Lee came into town and that chick threw the fucking cell phone in his mouth. He had to get stitches. That was some bullshit. But man, he a real soldier for that shit, man. Salute the guys. Salute Slim, man, and Sway, man. Like they came through. The after party, they turned the fuck up, man. They had a good time. I took pictures with them, everything. They're real legit dudes, man. Salute to the guys.
What was their reaction to the mask?
Really, on the cool, Slim was the first one that saw it before Sway. And he was like I saw him on stage, he was turned up. And he was like he just kind of stopped like mid, like, lid type of shit. He was like, what the he was kind of like, what the fuck is going on? He's like, oh shit, that shit is fresh. He was like, bro. He's like, nah, bro. Just come holler at me, bro. So like we just chopped it up, just like, you know what I'm saying, just on some normal shit. Like he was like, bro, let's take a fucking picture, bro. And then Sway saw it later, like when he was leaving the club, and I'm sure he was already on 10, like I said, with the bullshit that had happened. And then, cause like I said, he had like a ton of fans just on him, and he was like, bro, he was like, bro, can I just take a picture, bro? Just take a fucking picture.
So you met them at the after party.
Yeah.
And that was after the incident with Sway happened?
Yeah.
So he patched it up or went to whatever he did, and then he ended up coming to the after party still.
Absolutely, man. Like he's a real entertainer, man. Cause like, I mean, the shit happened in my city, like on the cool. I don't even know if I would, you know what I'm saying? Like that's real hard, man. I don't even know if I would have showed up to that shit. I would have been like, man, fuck this after party shit, bro. I came out here, you know what I'm saying, trying to hold it down, be, you know what I'm saying, a real professional entertainer, and somebody throw a fucking phone in me, dog. This shit is fucking crazy. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with them that night. That's crazy. But I've seen people throw, man, that shit, matter of fact, just PSA, don't fucking throw anything at anybody that's on the fucking stage, bro. They can't see that shit, bro. It's too many fucking people. I know motherfuckers be high and drunk and shit like that, bro. Don't fucking throw anything at anybody on stage. That shit goofy, dog.
And I don't know if they were really trying to aim. I mean, again, I wasn't there, so I don't know. I don't know if the person that threw it was aiming to hit him in the mouth or the face.
Yeah.
Maybe he just so happened coincidentally that it hit him there. Maybe they were trying to lob it. I don't know, but it did happen.
But that shit dumb though. Like if you're gonna give me, first of all, I'm up higher than you. First of all, it's two of them. It's thousands of people like on the fucking pit. Bro, I can't see any, like, I don't even know where to focus. Like, when you perform, like, you looking, you know, general area of the crowd. You're not looking at one person. So, if one person literally fucking throws something, you're not going to fucking see that shit. And God forbid, because I wear a fucking mask, so I know for damn sure I'm not going to see a whole bunch of peripheral shit. But just, bro, if you can't hand them that shit, or they don't reach for your shit, bro, just, you ain't getting no picture, bro. Or you're not getting that tweet, or you're not getting that, you know what I'm saying? Just let that shit go, bro.
Now, you bring up a point. When I asked you if you can see fine, you said yes, but today we're in an environment where there's a lot of lights in the room.
Yeah.
What happens when it's in the dark or it's a club environment? Can you see as well or no?
Yeah, I can see, but it's just like peripheral shit, because when I look up, it's still, okay, I'm a mask. So like instead of looking up like you will like regular, sometimes I have to do like this, or sometimes I have to like really turn. But I mean, I can see perfectly fine. Like even when I go to the club with the mask on, like I said, my manager will be with me and I kind of just, you know what I'm saying, guide hand with him, or, you know what I'm saying, I try to stay secure. So like when I move somewhere with the mask on, if I have like security around me, like I try to just use the hand method, like, oh shit, the running back method, you know what I'm saying? I put my hand on somebody's back and they usually guide me through. But I can see perfectly fine. Like if somebody's standing in front of me trying to punch me, like I can see you and beat your ass.
Have you had to beat somebody up with the mask on?
Nah, not lately. You know, I haven't had to beat anybody up, man. I'm really on the cool, like I'm not soft by any means, but I'm really a peaceful person, bro. Like I beat your ass just in, you know what I'm saying, you leave me no choice. But I really, bro, I'm positive.
Longest you wore the mask for and didn't take it off?
Probably a good 4 to 6 hours. 4 to 6 hours for sure. Because like I said, I think the second longest time was when we went to the club. Like I said, I mean, I'm in the club opened at 10, it closed at like 2:30, so like I had to wear the mask the whole time. The other second, or the longest time I wore it when I was just doing like content for Instagram, like, I mean, but it's kind of like practice or training or some shit. Like I wear it purposely like around the house, just so I could get used to like wearing it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like but it's not like you said, like a goofball thing or like I'm just doing it for clout. Like I can walk around with it or I can walk around without it. But it's kind of like an on and off switch when I'm entertaining, or you know what I'm saying, when I'm doing a show or you know what I'm saying, something like that, I have it on. I'm in business. Shit, when I leave and you know what I'm saying, if I'm not doing the after show or anything like that, I'm just going to, you know what I'm saying, hang out with my people or whatever, I take the shit off. It's that simple.
Have you ever been denied entrance somewhere because of the mask?
Nah, never. That's the funny thing. Like, I don't wear it all the time when I go out. Like I said, if I go out like with my friends, like on the cool, like if I go out with my friends, like on some bro shit, and like we just going to a bar to, you know what I'm saying, have drinks, have a beer, watch a game or some shit like that. Like, I'm not a fucking dick. Like, I'm not wearing a mask to come and everybody be like, oh, look at this guy with the mask. I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? But shit, if I really go do a show, or you know what I'm saying, if I really go to a, you know what I'm saying, an after party like that, you expect me to show them, this is how I'm walking in, bro. If the mask can't get in, I can't get in. It ain't no show. But people, you know what I'm saying? Like when I do business with people like that, they already know how I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? So like if it's any problem, bro, I'm not finna argue with you. Shit, it's a wrap, bro.
You sound normal too, talking through it.
Yeah.
Fine. That's an obvious difference compared to like a generic Halloween mask.
Absolutely.
When people get one of those, they talk different.
Absolutely.
You sound pretty normal. When it comes to performing, ever been an issue?
We purposely built the mask for ventilation. It was made so I could breathe. Like I can breathe through my nose, I can breathe through my mouth. Like if I feel like I can breathe through my mouth. If I want to breathe through my nose, I can breathe through my nose. And we, like the original concept, we also thought about like making the eyes like lenses, but we cut that shit out for the simple fact, like when it gets too hot, I don't want to fucking fog up and I can't see shit. So like we actually built the mask, the whole concept of it for ventilation. Like I can breathe fine, I can see, it's like I can function with this shit on.
So when you're rapping and you're performing on stage and you have the mic, you have the mic away. I mean, because I've seen some people when they perform with no mask, sometimes they might have like the mic touching their lip or their chin, you know, they kind of rest it there. And then some people have the mic away from their face and they're rapping too. How do you rap with the mic with this mask on?
I just keep it at, I feel like a normal distance. Like it's not like, because like you said, I've seen people perform and like even like R&B singing shit, like they had a mic like all the way the fuck out here. Then you got the guy that like, you know, makes out with the fucking mic and shit on his lip. That's not me. Like I just like, I've been in music so long, like it's like a habit of like mic placement. Like even when I record or anything, like I know this right in here is my goddamn range. No homo, because this probably looks weird as fuck. But like this right around here is my range. Like I'm somewhere in between here. This is my range. I ain't never fucking hit myself in the face with the mic or all the way out here where you can't hear me. Like right, probably in this area right around here is my range. It's my mic range.
Speaking of recording, do you record in it or no?
It just depends. That's actually a super duper great ass question. Like it depends. Like sometimes I record in it just cause my studio, like I got a studio in my house, like a full setup, like soundproof everything. So like I have recorded in before just to like vibe out, but most of the time, honestly, I record with it off. But I honestly have recorded with it on before, just to like this energy type of thing.
Now, do you purposely, okay, so what happens in the event that you have to do a feature with somebody? I don't know if that's a situation that's come up or not, but, you know, do you take the mask off and reveal yourself to that person because you're knocking out a feature with them and you only put it on like when you're taking pictures or you're seen publicly, or how does that work? Are you one of those people, you have to see me in a mask at all times?
Man, it really just depends. Like I said, this is the thing about it, like
do you hide your identity completely only to your friends and family, or people you're doing business with, they'll actually have a chance to sit down and see you without the mask?
It just depends on who it is. Like, not trying to be funny, like if it's somebody, and there's nothing wrong with being, you know what I'm saying, local region. Like if I feel like it's somebody that's gonna hump my goddamn leg every time we do a feature, and I don't want them to know, like if I go to the club in their area or they come to the club in my area and they're like, hey, Russell. Like whether I had a mask on or not, I'm more than likely gonna have a mask on when I record with them. But if it's somebody that's like established or something like that, like, I mean, I know they're not gonna fucking chase me down and put me like, oh shit, it's Russell. It's them. You know what I'm saying? I'm more likely to do a song with my mask off with them. My whole thing is, like I said, like I don't give a fuck if anybody knows what I look like. Okay. Like there are definitely people who know what I look like. I haven't been wearing a mask my whole damn life. You know what I'm saying? Like I know it's people that know what I look like. But the thing is, it's still a privacy issue. Like I have real friends that, like, if me and my wife or me and my friends went out to eat or drink dinner, they was, you know what I'm saying, they would be regular ass people that was like, oh, what's up, bro? Shit, y'all out here eating? Cool. Good to see y'all. But I don't want to be out eating with any of my people and everybody like, oh shit, there he goes right there. He ordered the fucking steak. He got a cheeseburger. He's having Coke and yeah, hey man, can you take a picture? Can you sign my autograph? I don't want that shit, bro. Like when you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to be rude or a dick to my fans either. Like when I had a mask on, you come see me at the show, you know what I'm saying? You come see me perform, bro. Like I would sign your autograph. I will fuck with you. Like we can take pictures. I don't give a shit. Like I fucks with you. Like I'm really down to, you know what I'm saying, link with you and you know what I'm saying, be an artist, bro. Like, but I don't want to be on vacation or like I said at a bar at a restaurant or you know what I'm saying, doing some fucking the grocery store and like, oh shit, that's Russell. Like I like being around people. So like I don't want my experience to be able to go out with people to be ruined. Just like on some casual, normal, everyday man ass shit.
Do you think you'll ever publicly reveal yourself?
Hell yeah. For a large lump sum.
How much are we talking?
It's gonna just to walk around like and never wear it again.
Mm-hmm. Have you thought about a figure or?
It's gonna at least have to be. It's gonna have to be high 7. High 7. I'll take low 8. High 7, low 8. And like I don't know if you saw the Vince Staples thing, like we was talking about, well, if you give me such and such $1 million, I'll never, like that's how I feel about this shit. Like if you never want me to wear the mask again, fuck it, give me $11 million shit. Not only will I stop wearing the mask, I'll stop fucking rapping. Like you won't see me on your timeline anymore. Fuck it, I'm out. All right, this what you want? $11 million. I'm gone.
Now, are you yourself when you wear this mask, or do you feel like you're playing a character?
Nah, it's not a character. It's not a character. Like the thing about me, like I'm actually in a. I don't really let people know how much money I got, but I'm in a financially stable position in life. But even when I was broke, like this is how I tell like if people really know me. Like I've been a dick when I was broke. Like I've been a real asshole when I was broke. Like, I'm actually nicer now that I have like money, but like that just goes to show like money don't matter. Like I am that I am. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't matter if I'm rich. If I would tell you, fuck you now that I got money, I would have told you fuck you when I was broke too. But that's me. Like it's no character about me at all. I am that I am. You know what I'm saying? But you have to hold up to certain standards when you're an entertainer because there are so many people like with their eyes on you and watch you. Like somebody's always ready to point at you and say, oh shit, look, such and such is doing that. But my thing about the shit is it's like I don't feel like I'm different when I have a mask on and when I don't have it on. But like I am and I am. Like I would just as much tell you to go fuck yourself with this mask on as I would with it off. Like that's just me.
You don't feel like a superhero when you wear that mask?
I'm a superhero with or without the mask, but everybody just knows I'm one with the mask on.
Now, are there pictures of you from the past when you didn't have a mask with your name as your stage name, or no, that stuff doesn't exist?
I removed them. I mean, you might be able to find them, but it's gonna be hard as fuck. Like you're not just typing in your Google search and just you gonna find DRussellAmerica with just like, oh shit, this motherfucker's on a roller coaster, he's feeding his dog or any shit like that. It's gonna be hard as fuck to find. But I mean, like I said, and again, if somebody does find one, it's probably so like not clear or not the highest quality. Like you still probably wouldn't even be like if you walk, even if you knew that picture or you saw that picture and you don't know me, and you walk by me on the street, you wouldn't still be able to be like, oh yeah, that's him right there. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? Nobody would really know unless you know me.
What differences have you noticed when you were under the stage name without a mask versus with the mask on now?
Man,
whether it's the reactions from people or people taking your career serious, or I don't know. Do you notice a difference with the mask without being under the same stage name?
Absolutely. I mean, it's like, believe it or not, it's really weird. Like, people are more willing to talk to me now that I have a mask on than they did when I didn't wear one. Not that that bothered me. I'm a loner anyway. Like, I don't have to talk to you. Like, I could be the person in the room if we having a, like, it's not that I'm a wildflower, I'm a square, none of that shit. It's just like, we can have a party, bro. Like, I can go to the party. I know one person or the person that invited me and I talk to no fucking body. I'm going to show up, I'm going to drink, and people just going to want to, like, ask me questions. I'm just that type of person. But with the mask on, it's like, people just feel, I just feel like it's like they're more inclined to talk to me. Like, they have something, like, even if it's the simplest thing, like, why do you wear the mask? Or why is it this? You know what I'm saying? And even people who I was friends with before, or like I knew before, it's like now that you know what I'm saying, that I've publicly portrayed that I do music, or I've started doing music, now people can find me. It's like, oh, bro, well, I always supported you. I always knew. And it's not that I'm trying to be a dick about it, but I'm like, bro, you really didn't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just, you see me just starting to bubble. I'm not famous by any means. You know what I'm saying? I'm holding it down. I'm starting my, you know what I'm saying? I'm beginning my business. I'm doing what's necessary, and I'm looking good at this point. But, bro, I'm not even famous yet. And people, like, I can tell what a fucking bandwagoner is before the shit even really starts to bubble. And the shit funny, really, because, like I said, it's people I've been knowing for years, bro. Ain't talked to me in years. Ain't said shit to me. And now, oh, it's a like on your social media. Or, yeah, bro, we need to collab. And we need to, bro, you wasn't fucking with me. I mean, what is it different now because I wear a mask? You wasn't fucking with me when I didn't wear a mask. So why all of a sudden now? Because, you know what I'm saying, people starting to pay attention. So the shit's just goofy, man.
What's the feedback you get from your city with the mask?
I got mixed reviews. Like you said, I mean, I've definitely been asked, like, is this a gimmick? Or, bro, why are you doing that? Or why, you know, like, and I've tried to, like I said, well, really the only bad reaction that I've got somebody from my city with, like I said, somebody who I thought was a friend or associate of mine. But shit, I mean, I just had to, I don't know if he pissed off or what the fuck I did to him, but however he feels, how he feel, bro. Like, but I told him just like as a man, like, bro, like, this is what the fuck like, what I do or what I wear don't even affect you. It affects you 0%, bro. Like, I don't even hang around with you like I used to, or like you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, it's kind of fucked up because I consider him as a friend and like a strong associate, but like, I'm not around you every day, bro. Like, we don't hang out, like, we're not kids anymore, bro. Like, you got a totally different art, and it really kind of pissed me off for the simple fact, bro. Like, I ain't never took bread from your mouth. I ain't never stole from your plate. But you will try to hurt my brand and my business, bro. Like, this how I get my fucking money, bro. So you trying to shit on my name, bro, that's really fucked up of you. But shit, you coming to me and saying something to me not gonna make me take this motherfucker out because you said so. Who the fuck are you? That's exactly how the fuck I felt about this shit.
You've performed with this mask in other places outside your city?
Yeah.
What's the feedback you've gotten outside your city, outside your state, maybe?
Like, people really just shocked. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, on the cool, like, I've been on big platforms as far as videos and even my music. So, like, it's kind of like, it's a novelty thing right now. Like, some people are like, oh shit, I seen this dude here, or I seen him. So it's like, they kind of like break it down to everybody else that don't get it or don't know. But really on the cool, like, most of the reviews or the feedback that I got, like, the shit, like, motherfuckers fuck with it. I mean, I don't, you know what I'm saying?
People want to touch it, I imagine, when they see you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
People want to try it on. People ask you to, hey, can I try this on too?
You know what? Nobody's really tried to try it on because once I explain to them, like, that it's custom made, then they know, like, it's not going to fit their head. But, I mean, like, I've been in, you know what I'm saying? I've shot videos and people were like, you think I can wear it? Or I was like, you could try, but it's not going to fit. And once I say that, like, people are usually smart enough to get it, like, oh shit, well, want.
People try to take it off of you?
Fuck no. I'm not even, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even that, like, and this is the thing, I know that shit probably will happen in the future, but, like, it's not like, this shit not like chain jacking. You can't just snatch my shit and run and you're like, oh shit, we got away with this. Like, motherfucker, if you try to pull on my shit, my head coming with you, bro. Like, so whenever I get to my feet, I'm beating your motherfucking ass, bro. And it's not that I'm a tough guy. Again, I want to reiterate this shit. I'm a positive person. I'm cool. I ain't got no smoke with nobody. I like everybody, bro. But the whole thing, bro, if you try to take something from me, bro, that's mine, I got to beat your ass, bro. I got to do the most possible harm I can to you. Because I'm even just, as a person, bro, like, I don't talk to people. I don't bother anybody for the simple fact I have a mentality if I don't bother anybody, I don't say anything to anybody, they won't bother me. They won't say anything to me. So if you campaigning for this ass whooping, 10 times out of 10, you gonna get elected, bro. Like, I don't bother anybody with the intent of not being bothered. So if somebody purposely trying to take my fucking head out, bro, I'm gonna beat your ass, bro. You gonna have to suffer a consequence for that.
Not even that, but it could be a drunk female that's just like, trying to take it off, or not even somebody trying to snatch it like a chain, but somebody just, drunk, trying to, under the influence. The club lights are hitting them. The mask looks cool.
I'm secure. I ain't even let nobody get that close to me. Like, if I'm not with real deal ass security, like, I usually, when I do an event, like, I keep enough people around me. Like, it's like, I'll go into the crowd, but like, it shouldn't be no, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, fans really want to be fans. They want to touch you and shit like that. And I'm cool with that, but just don't reach for my head, bro. Like, I'll give you dap. Like, we can, you know what I'm saying? I'll get you a shot of alcohol. Like, whatever you want. Like, I'm cool with that shit. Just don't touch my fucking head. You know what I'm saying? Don't touch the artwork.
I don't know if you've answered this question or not, but biggest pet peeve with the mask. What bothers you the most about it at this point?
Definitely the drinking. Definitely the drinking. I don't want to say I'm an alcoholic, but when I go out, man, I like to party a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a heavy cognac connoisseur. So it's like just, and like I said, it's not that I can't drink with it, but it's just the simplicity. It's way easier to drink without it on, of course. Like, I can't take a fucking shot, but you know what I'm saying? I can get a drink and like literally get a straw and drink with the shit. But it's like, when I fucking want to rage and like party and shit like that, it's not like, it's like, fuck this shit, let's get, like, I can't do that shit. Not with this shit on, obviously. So yeah, that's probably the biggest pet peeve with the mask.
On the opposite end of the spectrum, best thing about having this mask?
The mystery. Like I said, I knew it would get attention, but like it's like motherfuckers, like they try, just like they ask different things with this shit on, they also try different shit. Like, I went to the club before and I'm standing in the section, like I said, and we just kicking it, and it's this chick next to me and she's smoking in the club and she's like, you want to hit this? And I'm looking at her, I'm like, bitch, you know I can't smoke that. What the fuck, how I'm gonna smoke that? How I'm gonna smoke this with this shit on? What the fuck am I supposed to do? So she was just funny, but I knew she knew that, but she was just, you know what I'm saying? She's trying to be a dick about the shit. It was funny, like, I laughed with her, but I'm like, you know I can't fucking smoke with this shit. What the fuck I'm gonna do? So.
Are you tired of some of these questions people ask of you, like, why do you have the masks, so on and so forth?
Not yet. I think it will, like, I think when it becomes, and don't get me wrong, I've been asked that a lot, but like, I think once it gets out and it stops being like super repetitive, like, well, people can actually say, well, he wears the mask because he doesn't want to be bothered. Like, I think it'll be a lot smoother, but at this point, honestly, I'm not irritated by it, but I don't want to be answering this same question like 5 years down the road, like, why do you wear a mask? Motherfucker, I told you 5 years ago. So I'm not irritated by it
yet. This doesn't have a costume that comes with it.
No, but I could actually get one made. That's a good point. I thought about doing this shit. Like, and like I said, don't get me wrong, I'm just starting off now, but like, if like I sell out like a fucking arena, I might really, really go like full superhero costume. And that shit's just a phone call away. It may take some time to actually have it built, but if I sell out like a major event like that, and I know like I'm bringing the fucking light show with me all the way down from my head to my goddamn toes.
You already have the ideas of what that would look like?
I really kind of, I want to say I do, but like I said, since I don't actually make the mask myself, I know the shit can get crazier than what I think. Like, because when you have somebody else's input, and like I don't like, even when he was talking to me about creating the mask itself, he was like, well, we could put lights in it, but we have to put a motor in it and it may get hotter. And I was like, nah, bro, I don't want to be hot. It's already a mask. But like, I mean, we can put fucking lights on it. We can do, when he tells me the crazy, it's just like getting a fucking customized car. You can buy you can buy a Challenger or you can get a Hellcat. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can do whatever, like literally you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like I could light up like a fucking, you know what I'm saying? But it's how crazy can we get? Is it feasible? Does it make sense? Is it gonna be comfortable enough to wear? Like, I mean, the possibilities are endless, but it's also about, once we talk about concept, like how realistic, what can we do to make this as realistic as possible for comfort as well as entertainment purposes.
Do you wear this on Halloween?
I actually did, like, and this shit was so funny. Like, I told a joke on my Instagram about the shit, and I was just like, yeah. So I went to fucking Whole Foods, and I was going to get some like coconut milk and shit. And this lady was like, "Hey, sir, I like your costume." And I was like, "What fucking costume?" And she was just like she was confused. I was like, "What costume?" And she was like, "Isn't it?" I was like, "No, just have a good day, ma'am." I fucked her up, right, Rizzy? I was fucking with her, but like it was crazy. Like, yeah, it's not a costume, it's me.
How much does this mask cost?
Ooh, it ain't cheap. It's probably, well, I'll give you a real number. Why not Smallz? It's like $18K.
$18,000 just for the mask itself.
Yeah.
That's not including flights, going to see him. None of that stuff. Because then you got to get a hotel.
Yeah. It's on the budget.
If the mask cost 18, what do you think everything costs from start to finish, including the travel, the flights, staying there for a certain amount of time?
The whole process probably $25K, just on the mask by itself. It's, like you said, just on that, not including music, not including marketing, not including anything, just the mask itself.
And do they take monthly installments? Or?
Well, you know what, they did, but like, it's not like a fucking car payment. Like, well, we'll take $400 a month or $200 a week. It's like, okay, shit, we need 8 G's to start. Okay, we got it to this point. Now we're gonna need another 6 G's. All right, your final payment is, you know what I'm saying, 8 G's. It's like that. It's not no nickel and dime thing, like layaway type shit.
Any regrets?
I didn't come up with my ideas faster.
No regrets doing the mask thing or choosing this actual mask and spending that much amount of money on it?
No. It's an investment. It's just like buying a Rolex. Like, I know my music and my craft, that I work so hard on it, and I put out a certain type of product that the shit gonna pay off. It really, I mean, as we speak, like I said, I mean, I just released my first project within, it haven't even been a month. And I'm pretty much like damn near like recoup, you know what I'm saying, with everything I put into marketing. The mask, I mean, that shit just, it's an investment. Like, it's gonna come back. It's just win, and we're definitely on pace to buy another mask, to pay this mask off, and then be in the green again. But that's how much I believe in anything that I do. Like, I'm not gonna invest in, you know what I'm saying, somebody else and let them hold my money and play with it. I really invest in myself and my ideas, and I think everybody should do that shit.
Does this mask take away from your music?
No, I think it adds to it. Like I said, because sex sells. Like, sometimes, I mean, let's be real. Like, it's some people that their music really ain't that good. Like, people just buy an image because women like this dude, or because he has face tattoos, he has a grill. And not saying there's nothing wrong with it, but like, people will buy your image. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, people buy women's CDs because they're built a certain way, or they look a certain way, or they, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's image. Like, are you buying their image or are you buying their music? Like, if I'm an artist or a musician, I want you to fuck with me for my music, regardless of how the fuck I look. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of my message. Like, it's not, ain't no chicks riding around bumping me because I'm cute. You can't say that because you don't even know how I look. So if you fuck with me, like, you fuck with me.